This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailing to Reaction. As anyone who watches this channel knows, I love horror movies. I think they're great. Though what interests me lately are the many subgenres of horror, and in particular, the intersection between technology and horror. And I don't mean in the sense of Terminator, that type of thing, giant robot, things of that nature. That's not quite what I mean. I mean on a more intimate level, with movies like, let's say, Cairo, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but it's a more personal look at how technology intersects with horror. And it reminds me a lot of these movies where you have things happening over the internet revolving around one individual. More offshoot of found footage movies than anything else. And I really find them fascinating. And like any other genre, not all of them are good, but most of them I've seen I find interesting. It's the idea of the ghost in the machine. The idea that the computer is a conduit to the unknown, which is interesting because literally it is, in the sense that if you contact someone online, you don't know who you're talking to. It bothers me to no end when I hear about people say, you can tell something from their picture. Blah, 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 blah. It's nonsense. Have you ever heard of catfishing? You do not know, short of obviously someone you are acquainted with prior. Anyone you talk to online, you do not know who you're talking to. Certain things we accept on faith. Though, when dealing with people online, I don't tend to do that. Therefore, I'm really leery of calling online people friends. People I've never seen, people I've never talked to, people I don't know from Adam. Somehow they're my friend because they speak to me online in whichever capacity. This is nonsensical and it's dangerous, but it is an expansion of the thesis that the computer is a conduit to something. Now, obviously, since we're dealing with horror movies, it's a conduit to terror. And so that's always interesting to me. It takes a known quantity and, like movies do, you exaggerate it, you make it a metaphor for other things. As I said, always fascinating. What brings us on is a movie called Shook, which from looking at its poster, I haven't seen the trailer, though from looking at the poster, it looks very much in the vein of what I just described to you. In any case, let's take a look at the red band trailer for Shook.
Don't!
I'm not sure that's possible, but it's novel.
A makeup legend. I'm gonna go to my sister Nicole's house to babysit her dog Chico. Chico! Chico! Come here, buddy! You get out of the house. What the hell?
We're friends now, online.
Lock all the doors. What do you want?
I need you to make a choice.
You guys have to choose.
Can't argue with that.
You're gonna kill me. Leave us alone. What did you do? Oh my god!
That was the trailer for Shook. And as I said, I like that type of stuff. It blurs the line between reality and fantasy, though it does so in a visually convincing way, hopefully. What I often see in these movies that tends to bother me is that they give computers capabilities that they don't have. If you're ignorant of what a computer can or can't do, that approach is effective to an extent anyway. If you're not, it comes off silly, and you can't really tell from only a trailer, but it's something to look out for. Though what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailing to Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like or a follow. Peace.